Hey everyone, it's Sanjay from Jet Setting with Us. Today, Ormi isn't joining because I'm going to take us on a special trip. Normally, we talk about hiking and adventure and other things to be experienced on land. But today, we're going to talk about scuba diving under the water surface in Gran Canaria, one of the Canary Islands. When most people think of Gran Canaria, they think of beaches, dunes, and towering cliffs over the Atlantic Ocean. However, that's not where the magic stops. Underneath the water, there is a whole different world worth experiencing. I'm a certified dive master over the last 10 years and with 300 dives in about 50 locations around the world. And even I was surprised at some of the amazing sights I saw under the water at Gran Canaria. Even though I'm a very experienced diver, most of these dive sites are quite beginner friendly. And in fact, there were more beginners on my dive boat than experienced divers. This is a part of Gran Canaria that almost nobody allows themselves to experience, and I think it's a huge shame. So if you're in the area, put on your fins and a wetsuit and give it a whirl. Before we dive into it, pun intended, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. It really helps grow our channel and it keeps Ormi and me motivated to keep producing content for this vlog. Over 2 days, I completed 4 dives across Gran Canaria's southern coast, a mix of volcanic reefs and shipwrecks that reveal the island's hidden side. The ride out feels like any other day on the Atlantic, but just below these waves, the landscape transforms. These weren't remote expeditions or advanced technical dives. They were accessible sites open to anyone curious enough to slip beneath the surface. What we found down there felt as dramatic as the island's cliffs above. Beneath the surface, Gran Canaria's seascape is rugged and raw. Large rock formations rise from the sand, shaped over centuries by the Atlantic. It isn't delicate coral. It's a harder, starker landscape. But out here, every crack and crevice becomes shelter, and every ledge hides life. It's a reminder that even in the simplest landscapes, the ocean finds a way to fill the gaps with motion and color. And then, a different kind of structure appears. Resting on the seabed, this wreck has become an artificial reef, steel turned into sanctuary. Over time, the ocean reclaims everything, and what was once man-made becomes part of the seascape. In Gran Canaria, even a sunken ship feels like an extension of the island's volcanic terrain. Hard edges softened by life moving in and out of every opening. Whether between the rocks or between the steel, the landscape comes alive. Silver schools sweep past in unison, flashing like quicksilver in the current. Smaller reef fish dart in and out of the stones, always moving, always watching. It's a constant rhythm, the kind of motion you only notice when you stop swimming and let the ocean reveal itself. Moments like this remind me that underwater, the spectacle isn't just a single creature. It's the choreography of hundreds moving as one. Check out some of these more unique species. Look at that moray eel. It looks like it's scary and that it wants to eat you, but these guys are actually really friendly. The rays glide differently, effortless like shadows drifting across the sand. Watching them move feels less like swimming and more like flying. Sometimes you'll even catch them sleeping in the sand. Gran Canaria holds one of the ocean's rarities, the angel shark. Once common across Europe, today they're critically endangered. Spotting even one is special, but on these dives, I found 3 and even got to swim alongside this one here. Even after 300 dives, moments like this remind me why the ocean never loses its magic. Every dive is different and every dive has the chance to surprise you. Gran Canaria is well known for its cliffs, dunes, and sun-drenched beaches. But beneath those waves is a totally different world. A rocky landscape housing schools of life and some of the rarest species on the planet. As a reminder, these aren't advanced dive sites. They're super beginner friendly. That means this is not a hidden side of the island reserved for people like myself who are very experienced divers. They're accessible to almost anybody. If you enjoyed this video about scuba diving in Gran Canaria, please consider subscribing to join us on our future adventures, whether above the mountains or beneath the ocean. And if you've been diving in Gran Canaria, or if you're considering it, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. We'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.